Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Slow Stitch with Rita. Last week I said Saturday by mistake. So yeah, I'm glad that you're here, and if you are returning, I'm welcome back, and if you're new, thanks for stopping by. So today I am going to work on a project that I saw. I'll share the book with you. It's called Stitched Memories, and it's by Tilly Rose. And I got this online, and a friend of mine bought one, and I said, oh, I love Tilly Rose. I've seen people use, her designs. And so I went rummaging through it, and I found a little project back here that I liked. I think I want to do all of them, but for starters, I should say, I want to do this, and it is hexagons, but they're reverse, in reverse order. Then, how we do it is stitch it all down, and then we use the good side to quilt together, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't made one in so many years. But anyway, what she has done is taken the hexagon. Let me show you one I've done. And she's put fabric inside here. So the back of the hexagon looks like this. So if you want to make a quilt and sew all these together, your backside would look fairly nice too. So I just thought that was a cute idea. And in fact, where's one that, let's see, she had a pattern of, this tablecloth. That is so cute. I mean, if you wanted to take some plain tablecloth and just decorate it with it like that, I think that would be so cute. So that's what I'm going to try. I think that was the end of that one. And it gives you directions on how to do it. However, I didn't read the directions, but the only thing I found was that it's a lot smaller than I anticipated. These hexies, they're, let's see, do I have a ruler handy? I tried to have everything handy, but you know how it is. I think from point to point, they end up 3.5 inches. Yes. So your outside hexie is going to be 4.5 by or 11.5 centimeters. I wrote that down there in case somebody's watching from a centimeter area. And then your small one is actually 1 inch smaller. So it would be 3.5 or 8 centimeters. Okay, so it's very simple. I did it on, printed it out on cardstock. Now, if you don't have the book, you don't have to go out and buy that book, but just go online and type in 4.5 inch hexagon, and there should be something that you can print off to get the size you need. And then if you had to, couldn't get the 3.5, you could cut it down, or you could make these, I was thinking maybe even make them like 6.5, and then they would be like 4.5 inch designs, which I think you could do a lot more in the inside. So I might give that a try. This is a test one. And then on this one, I just put the fabric. This was from a hanky, and I just inserted the design with the original fabric. But then I'm thinking, if I want to make this a quilt, it might be too lightweight. So I thought today I'd try it with a little bit of weight behind it. Okay, so this one, I got this pack of, now you're going to do this way because this is going to be turned in on all the edges, and you'll have that on the back. So I'm just going to, I wonder if I want to use that print. I guess it doesn't matter. I bought this whole pack of French General at a quilt show that I went to last weekend, and I was lucky to find something. I didn't want to buy the fabric because I didn't want to buy all that extra fabric. I also want to share with you, I had just at that quilt show, I don't know why I lose my voice when I get going. I found this fabric, and it's called, the name of the store is French Connections, and the fabrics are from France. They're French, 100% French fabric. So here I got this little charm pack, but I just wanted you to see it, and she has it online. So it is www.French, it looks like a dash, nc.com, which stands for North Carolina. Anyway, so yeah, look at these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Actually, I thought I was going to fussy cut them because I saw the few large designs in here, but I'm not sure now. So that was the one charm pack. Then I've got another charm pack here, which is very similar. It's just, these are varieties of the fabrics that they sell by the yard. And by the yard, they look really, really pretty too. So, I can't get back in there. But if you need to take a screenshot or something, if you can see that, the name, you could screenshot it. I'll try to put it in the link below. And then this was a larger piece. They're not fat quarters. They're not quite, I can't remember if she told me the size. I haven't measured it either. Let's see. They're 16.5 inches. Just in case you were interested in this, I'm sure in her website it would tell you anyway what their sizes are. It is 22.5. So normally it would be 22 by 18 if it was a fat quarter, but this is just a little bit smaller. But I'm not sure what I paid for this. These were $15.99 for the charm pack for 42, which is a great price. And I don't think these were that much either, honestly. Maybe $3.50 each or something. But, you know, about the same as a fat quarter. But I just bought all the ones that had, you know, where I can cut out prints. I can cut out this flower. I could cut that out. I don't know. Probably have them for years and years and never use it. This one is from a different company, I believe. I don't think it's the same. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. And then these are from a different company. And let's see if they have their name on there. Yes, their name is Fabric Finders Incorporated. And they're in Florence, Alabama. And they sell these, they look like 10 by 10s. But the feel is like lawn. You know, like, it's not as heavy. Well, I guess it's maybe heavy as cotton. But it feels lightweight. If you like to stitch with like Liberty fabrics. And then these are also nice pale fabrics, or lightweight. And these are definitely like a lawn, like a Liberty, not the print, but the feel. Liberty, I don't know, Liberty may come in this, I don't know, but you can just tell it's totally Liberty fabric. So anyway, I just wanted to share these little pieces that I got. Trying not to go overboard at the quilt show. I know everybody always goes overboard. And this is from Hobby Lobby. tack quarter. This is from Hobby Lobby. But I thought this was so pretty to just cut this section out. Like here, we've got this whole little moffat area. And you could just cut and use those on something. So, all right, let's get back to this. So like I said, okay. So this part here, we're going to cut around here to make, I'm just going to pin this on. And if you have a design that you need to, in fact, I'll try and cut it with it in hand, because I don't want to do double work, you know. You could trace these hexagons onto freezer paper if you wanted, so you could cut them all out at another time, sit and draw them, or do like me, because I feel like this is going to be something that's going to be an ongoing project. It's not going to be done right away, especially if I want to make a throw or something with it, because I do just love this vintage look. But if you want to do something with brights like those other fabrics I just got, I don't think I'm going to keep these. They're just too tiny. All right, so now we've got that piece cut. And then for the inside part that's going to show, we're going to do it with a backing of another fabric. So what I did was I pulled out my linens. I didn't press any of this, but I thought, whoops, I hope I didn't jiggle you. Okay, you're still on screen. I pulled out this linen, and I don't know, you know, if I'll ever use that or not, but I thought this would be good. Probably should have. Probably should have, let me put that right on the edge, then I'll have to cut that edge. And this doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to stitch around it, but you want it to be about the right size. In other words, you know, and you can trim it off after you've stitched on this, because this is the part that we're going to stitch on or add our decoration of sort. Okay, so we have that. Or you could just use any regular fabric you might have to make this inside part. All right, so now I cut this out already. This is just some fleece, lightweight fleece. Or you could use felt, or even double the fabric. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this. Well, I don't need to do that first. Let's take this. I'm just going to assume that that will not be too thick. I haven't tried it. Let's take this and measure this. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to measure it a 1/2 inch from the edge here and a 1/2 inch from the edge over here. And that should make it 1/2 inch all the way around. Sometimes it just doesn't work. See, I feel like that side's too shallow. Okay, let me try it this way. Half inch. Okay. Now, if you want, you could draw around this, but I am just going to hand press this. Yeah, see how it's kind of, and I'm doing this first because I want to see how it wraps around. If the felt or the padding or batting or whatever you want to put in there. I thought this was cut correctly. I don't know, it just feels like it's out of whack. But this will help you fold it around. These are just things that I realized when I was making it, okay? So there, that's going to fold around. So this would sit right in that same location. And so what I would do is wrap that around. Now, you could leave it with raw edges like that. Or in this case, I turned it under and appliqued it. So I think it just depends on how you want it to look. I was trying to actually do things with less panning, because you could just take a basting stitch around here, or you know, like a running stitch, I mean. I don't know, I think more fabric would show, but the problem is if you put it in the wash, it's probably going to continue to unravel. So the other way to do it is, I'm going to move this because it's in my way, is to bring this over. Let me see if I got a little pan. Well, it's not little. And then you would have to take your needle. I'm just going to pretend here for a moment. You would take your needle and turn it under like so. And then you would, you know, start stitching. So like this, if you can see that. And just keep going and stitching around the whole outside. I really would like to do just the raw edge because I think I'll keep doing it, but if I have to applicate all this down, I don't know. And even just to turn it correctly, it's just hard, it's fiddly. So if you want to make them small like this, 3.5 inches finished, you can do it like that, or you can make them bigger and then you would have more to work with. Excuse my nails, I'm taking off my acrylics and giving my nails a rest. Okay, so I guess that would work. It will go over that. So let's put this piece on. Getting ahead of myself here. And I thought I would just let's see, let me get my needles, and I don't have any bright white. I don't think. Oh, here's some. So I could use this. And let me get my, make sure it's got a point on it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to base this down a little bit first. Now, if your piece of fabric or whatever is has a print and you don't need to add another print to it, then just start with the background and pull it over. I'm just going to go around this like keep it in place. I hope that, doesn't everything move? All the time it moves on you, huh? But I think this, when I did the other one, I didn't do this, and it was really hard to keep it inside the frame. Something landed on my roof. That means my walnuts are probably starting to drop. I have a walnut tree in my front yard, and I have a tin roof, metal roof. It's probably not tin. I don't know what it's made of. Anyway, my neighbor was here, or my friend was here visiting, and one of those walnuts dropped on the roof and scared the living daylights out of her. It's just kind of scary when you first time you hear it. Probably should get that walnut tree trimmed down. All my trees need trimmed. Back in the day, I would have trimmed them myself if I could get up on a ladder. Okay, let's do, I'm just gonna scoot over to another area and just do another round. And then we'll sew something into the middle. This is very nice and slow stitching. And I think if you get these all cut and you get to, you know, the doctor's office early, and you could sit in your car and even make one while you're waiting. Yesterday I was at the doctor's and I got there early, but I went ahead and went up, and I waited in the lobby maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes at most. But then in her office, I waited a long time for her to get in to see me. But I don't know, I've never taken things like this to the doctor, but I know people do. All right, let's just see if I can't knot this off in here. I'm just gonna go around twice. My needle, run through here and try to be working with thread this thick. It doesn't really like, there it goes. Doesn't really like to pop in there, but that hides it. Okay, now we know that this is perfect. And that's another thing too. By using this fusible, you can trim so that you know you're getting a good fit. Okay, so now if we want to put something inside there, I could do this. I could stitch around that, make it smaller. I could take like this part of this and put it in there. Oh, that's cute. And I think it would be fun to do things that, you know, for keepsakes kind of thing, if you have something that you got from a family member or grandparent or something. So I think that's cute. So let's just go around that. What do I want to stitch with? I already stitched with that color on here. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Oh, there's my needle. Okay. I think I'll just use this one, and I'm just going to use, I'm just going to do, what do you call that stitch? Now see, this is all going to show on the back of this, so you don't have to worry about being super perfect. In fact, I don't even have to So I'm just going to do like a, I guess this is an edge stitch kind of thing. So you just go down and across. Come on. And then straight down. And I'm picking up the fabric on the outside of the stitching of the, and then come back up and here, catch this thread, this crossed and behind. Once you get in a rhythm of this, it's not hard, or but it's kind of thick to sew through. I'm thinking maybe it would be better to just use 2 pieces of fabric, like a muslin. So these are the things I have to try, and I didn't, you know, pre-try those. I thought initials would be neat in here, like your grandmother's initials, your mother's, your children, dates would be cool. Just stitch a date in the center. So many things to, that looks neat. I hope you can see me. I'm probably off camera. I apologize if I just get in the mood and just go for it. And my other table in my other room is so much easier because I know that it's set up and you can see a lot of my desk, but this one is not quite that size. I think I'm going to get some kind of a new desk for in here. This is just a handmade desk. Okay, where am I here? Okay. My needle puller might be. All right, I'm just gonna bump over to here because that's not gonna show. Oh, almost done. Okay. Thread gets so twisted up sometimes. Like it makes a knot before you want it to. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's that. I think that's cute. You could add lace. I could have added lace behind that. I wish maybe I would have thought of that, but I didn't. Let's see, what do I have sitting around here? yeah, I could have like cut a piece off of an edge. I thought I brought my whole thing of lace. Oh, no, that's a thing of fabric. Hold on. I bought my thing of lace. See, just even something like that would have been nice to have put behind it. Yeah. So I'm not going to do it on this one because I kind of should have thought of that first. Okay. This too, I'm still working on it, you guys. So I've been stitching. I stitched here a few places with the pistol stitch. Then I've been doing my embroidery here, and I'm adding a little bit of this peachy pink throughout the project. I haven't got to this part yet, but I've added the pink here where it's behind these red ones like that. And then this is French knots that are pink. And I just think, you know, that's going to look nice when I get it done. But I can't go anymore on it until I finish all the embroidery. Okay, so here we go. Now, do we want to do raw edge? I don't know. I know we're going to have to pin this on here fairly good, or you could, if you wanted to, put like a glue stick and glue it in there so it's not going to move on you. Let's try and do just the running stitch. So I could do white along the edge. I could do like the fly stitch along the edge. I could do a blanket stitch. All right, I'm just going to go with a running stitch. And I was thinking I might do red because there's just that little pop of red right here. Or I could do green. I've got this thing lately for pink and red. I don't know why. Red has always been one of my favorite colors, but can't do everything red, I don't think. Okay, I've got a little quilter's knot there, and then I'm going to come in here, I guess, that inside. I wonder if I should have a little clip. Oh, of course I can't get that box open. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's just do the in and out canter stitch, or what's the Japanese one? They're pretty much all running stitches in my opinion. Okay, so now here we've got just to make our kind of like a little V there, like a miter. I think I'll just come up there. I feel like it's so tedious. And I'm going to go back so that that part there is sitting flat down there close to the edge, so it's not going to come out. Let me just bend this one over. It's not hard to applique it either, if you like to applique. But I think decorative stitches looks good. So I hope everybody had a good week last week and a good weekend. I'd like to shout out to one of my wonderful YouTube subscribers, Lisa. She just had back surgery, and she's the most kind-hearted person I know, I think. I never met her. We only know each other from the videos, but she is so generous, and she doesn't let anything get her down. And I just want to say that I'm praying for her and for her recovery. But she did say since she's had the surgery, she's not in pain. So, I mean, we're talking severe pain. They put pins in her spine, and she was 5'6", and but when she went into surgery, she was down to, I think she said 5'2". So her whole back was crushing or collapsing. But she goes on. She goes, I have a happy mail for you. I didn't get it sent out before my surgery. I'm like, please, don't worry about it. Yeah, she's so thoughtful and so giving. And I think and all my subscribers are too. Not just Lisa. I'm just, because Lisa just recently had this surgery. But yeah, everybody who has been with me for years now, our family, or I don't know, I'm just so grateful. And I get so frustrated sometimes, and I think, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I don't have time. And when I do get like that, they boost me up. That's the day that I think I'm going to call it a day. I get a happy mail, right? So what are you going to do? You got to stay. You got to keep on. But let's see, I don't want a knot on the outside of that. So I'm just going to try to go through here a little bit. And see if I can pull this through. Usually if you can get back in the same hole, you're good to go. Which I'm not sure because I can't really see you up close. There we go. I love that pop. Once you hear that pop, that's what I just love that when I hand quilted the pop. So I think that's darn cute. I have to say, I in fact like that one a little better than I like this one now. But it doesn't matter Like this one I did the applique and this one I didn't, but it doesn't matter because it's handmade. So then we would take this, I wonder if I should go back to back and take that needle out. See, this one looks smaller than that one. Why? That is so funny. Probably because I just crunched it in too much. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of show you how we're going to stitch this part together. Because I don't know if I'm going to do another video on this or not. I think just a regular size needle would be good. And I'm going to use a regular thread. Now you could stitch these together. If you look in your little handbook you have, everybody has a little embroidery handbook that they've, you know, looked up stitches and how to make. Most of them I can't ever understand what they're talking about. But there are stitching that you can do to join like these two blocks. Like I think a herringbone is one of them. So you would go, sorry, I'm not in camera probably. You would go in, you know, one side and then the other and then cross over and so forth, back and forth until you get all of it stitched. But in the hand stitch world, just pop that needle in there. We just do a whip stitch. Now you can do a ladder stitch. I have found that they just don't seem to hold as good. And it's tedious. I mean, you have to go across, you have to get into the edge of your fold there. Okay, then you come over here to this edge and get into that fold. Okay, and then you come this way. I'm just going to show you a little bit here. Oops. I messed that one up. What did I do wrong? I think I was supposed to go in this fold. Oh well. Anyway, if you want to learn how to do that, there's probably tons of YouTube videos. It's so wonderful that we have this YouTube community where I'm not just saying for stitching or sewing or whatever, but I mean, if something goes wrong with the plumbing, you can look it up and probably fix it yourself before you have to call a plumber. At least give it a try. And there's do's and don'ts, you know, that you want to. I'm sure all of you are aware of this, but being my age, it took me a while to figure out all this stuff that you could get online, all this information. So you kind of don't take anybody's word for it anymore. You just go check online first. Even medications and things like that. Oh, didn't want to lose my needle, my thread. I may end up taking this out because I may not want this one right next to it. Yeah, when you have this little thread, it pops through really quick. Okay, so this is for her hand piecing. All right, so there's your two little pieces hooked together. And then when you make another one, let's see if that one is going to fit. like into there. And then if you want to square it off, you'll have to make these half ones. And you could do that just probably with plain fabric. You wouldn't have to, I don't know. Somehow I did it. I don't remember what I did. But anyway, that's what you would do. Because you would take this basically and cut it to make your template. And then just do the same thing, pretty much. Okay, so I guess that's it. I think it's great. I think that I like the batting in there. A little bit of give there. And I don't mind the raw edge. Now, if you're going to put this in the wash, you might want to just do the applique one. But I like it to have a little bit more border. In fact, in the magazine, it doesn't, let me just show you. Well, here's some up here. Oh, these are raw edge. But they're wall hanging, so maybe they felt that it was never going to be washed if you were to make a quilt. I don't know. You could probably just, as long as you don't put it on span or something. Like my old quilts, I would fill the bathtub with water about 6 inches and put a mild soap in it, and then I would just walk around on top of them with the water like you're stamping on grapes. And I would just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, and then I would let that water out, and then I would fill it up again, and then walk and walk and walk until I could see that the water was clear. But there's no agitation then on your quilt. But then you've got to get it out with it being so soaking wet. So you just try to roll it up and, you know, get as much out as you can, and then take it outside and lay it in the sun for a little while, and it'll look good. But that's only if you're doing ones that are hand stitched. If you're doing sewing, ones that run in a sewing machine, or made by sew machine, you probably could. I wash those all the time. So, but anyway, see this, I just feel like it's there's a lot more border there, and I don't know if she appliqued it, because I didn't read the directions. I just thought it's probably what you need to do. Yeah, so you fold over just like I did, and then you fold it again and do the applique. Or in her case, she didn't applique it. She did like a feather stitch around it. So that's an option. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. This is a great book. It just, you know, gives you ideas, but we have so many in our head already. Do we need more ideas? Yep, we do. All right, so thank you, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. All right, bye.